Hello and welcome back to Open. The HIPPY program at BronxWorks aims to educate parents of 3 to 5-year-olds on to help with their children succeed better in school, right? And well, we're going to welcome a parent by the name of Veronica Carreras and the program coordinator Judith Santos to share a little bit more details. And welcome, welcome, welcome.
Thank you.
Let's start with what HIPPY stands for, because it's actually an acronym, but I just like the term HIPPY.
It's a home instruction for parents with preschool youngsters.
Okay, so what does that mean exactly?
What that means is that what we do is we provide education to the parents, and they teach their children. So we equip the parents to be able to teach their own children.
It's like from 3 to 5 years old, correct?
3 to 5
right?
years old.
So if your child isn't in preschool, you offer this alternative program so that parents can be trained to preschool their kids themselves.
At school.
So it's almost like homeschooling.
Yes.
Okay. So what exactly is the program? Like what would you consider a format?
Okay, what we do is that we visit the homes with the parents, and we role play with the parents. We bring down our curriculum up with the appropriate age, and we instruct the parents with that information, and we role play with them because they learn by doing, and that's what we do. We teach them, and then they work with the child every day, like for 15 to 20 minutes.
So I'm sorry, I just can't help myself. You keep saying role play, role play. So are you telling me your staff comes to the house and then acts like a kid?
Yes, yes they do.
That is so cool. You hire actors?
No. No. We, the parents educators are the visitors, so they go, they sit down with the parents and they role play. So they doing this program, you know, one-on-one, and they teaching exactly how they're going to do it with the child. And that way they be prepared and they could do the program.
Nice. So Veronica, let's introduce Veronica. You're actually a parent that participated in this program and then actually contributed to the program as the years progressed. So just share a little bit with our audience a little about your whole journey.
Okay.
As quickly as possible, though, because it's very fascinating, so I want them to know.
Well, I actually started in 1992 when HIPPY started. I started with my 5-year-old, which is now 25. Then I continued with my son Willie, and then all through 4 children, they all 3 went to college, and I have a high school student, sophomore. Actually, I worked for 14 years during the HIPPY program, and I started as an educator. I wasn't working, I didn't go to school, nothing, and throughout the years, I would go do home visits, and I started seeing the love I have for education, and I just continued going every week, and throughout the years, and that also motivated me in going back to school into early childhood, which I'm still working on, but I'm still getting there, and I enjoyed it all through the years.
You know, what the beauty of your story is that it inspired you to go back to school, but really just accomplishing having put 3 boys through college, right, and one's a sophomore in high school. That's bravo, bravo, single mom. You know, bravo. And so this is what this is about. So if you're a single mom and you're listening to this, here is an alternative to preschool.
Yes.
And this is a wonderful story. So what are the criteria that someone needs to meet in order to qualify for these programs?
For the the program is free. We give it free. Is not cost to the parents that participate, and the only thing they need to have a child of 3 and 4 years old to start the program. We working with the 5 years old, but they already has to be like at least 1 year in the program to work with the 5-year curriculum. They just has to be earning, you know, eager to learn and to teach the children, to be there for them, to accept the parents educators to go with their house to the house once a week to teach them, to be sitting down with them, and just to participate in our parent meetings that we have every other week. We meet together and you have different activities, and we bring them workshops that they could learn more about what's going on in the community, and also, you know, something that they need to know, child development or stuff like that they need to know.
So, Veronica, right, because you went through this program a couple of times, right? What was it like being the mom, the teacher, and also the student at the same time? Because that's in essence what we're talking about here.
Yes, at the beginning it was really difficult, especially my first daughter. I didn't know how to sit down with her and teach her and do homework with her. I didn't have the patience. But throughout the years with Hippie, I developed that patience and that love for education. Because I would be like, you know what, I can't do it. I just had to get up.
But what was that obstacle that you had to overcome with the patience? Is it because she didn't know it and you didn't know
and I didn't
how
to
help her
yes.
get it?
But through Hippie, I learned that playing is the perfect way to teach a child. Because that's what we teach them, how to role play. You know, we could roll on the floor, we could play with the ball. So it's through play that I learned to teach her, and also me, I've gained a lot of patience throughout the years. You just can't sit there and teach a child out of nowhere, because I didn't know, she didn't know. So we work together, and that also teaches the parents how to. Because now once the parents teach with, sometimes they go to preschool, and the child doesn't have to be out of preschool not to go into to be in the Hippie program. They could still be going to school and also be in the program.
Oh, so
yes.
This is like really a training program
yes.
for parents to assist parents
exactly.
in finding better methods
yes.
to educate. Which is awesome. That's great, because
yes.
in essence, when you do work with a preschool, there's a marriage there.
Yes.
You know, it isn't just, oh, you send them off to school and then expect them to learn, because your environment actually creates the habit.
Because we have a lot of parents that sometimes, oh, my child's in school, but this is an extra help for you as a parent to learn when that child comes with homework, how can I deal with my child? So it's an extra help. Parent learns, and the child is getting that extra curriculum. Maybe they're not getting it enough in school. That's,
right.
You know, that's
right,
also
right. And the fact that you're saying everything is in role play,
yes.
in song and dance. I have a 3-year-old, so this is all like very exciting to me, that this program is even being offered. And now just go through what the difference is in someone who has a child in preschool versus someone who's homeschooling. What is the difference?
Well, actually, it's not really a difference, because as a parent, sometimes, you know, because I grew up in my mother used to be, you go to school, you learn in school.
Right.
Which that changes. You know, the parent should be the first teacher.
Right.
So it's really not no obstacle. The child is getting more help. It's benefit from both the school and the mother at home. Whatever, maybe they're not picking up in school, maybe with them, because you learn everything, shapes, numbers, everything that a child needs to, their readiness for, you know, reading comprehension. That's the main obstacle nowadays, that children they read a book and they don't understand what they read. Right. Through Hippie, by the time they finish this 3 years if they started from 3 to 5, if the parent did what they're supposed to do, believe me, by the time they get to kindergarten, they're ready. They're ready for that first grade and kindergarten.
And they also develop a relationship between parents and child. That's very important. They look forward for that time, that 15 to 20 minutes to be with the parents and to be, you know, whatever it is that they bring into the table to teach them. They have that relationship. They're waiting for that. They all the time. Once you start the program, they fall in love with the first book, which is called Where Spot, and all the time they call it, Mommy, come on, let's do the homework, let's do the homework, let's do the spot, let's do spot. They change the name of the program by spot, but you know that's okay, because they know that it's something that is going to come from them. They're going to do, and they're going to learn. So by the time they reach the kindergarten, they really ready. Most of them they reading, they writing. They know, you know, all the concepts that they need to know, all the letters, the alphabet, all the stuff is there for them to know. And you see when they in the school, the teachers notice the difference.
Right. This is great. This is great. So you said, once again, it's free.
It's free.
And if you could just share the information where people can obtain more details, because the fact that you're, you know, offering this learning ability within the parents and the children to create a more intimate relationship.
And it's also bilingual.
Right?
It's bilingual.
Oh, bilingual.
Yes.
Even better. Look at that.
We offer in English
awesome.
and Spanish. We offer them, and we are located at 1477 Townsend Avenue. That's through 172nd. What we have to do, our number is 718-588-3836. They can contact me. What we do is we fill an application, some, you know, information, and then we start. As a matter of fact, we start in the program. This is the first week of the program. The program lasts for 30 weeks. And every other week we have a workshop that we conducted for the parents. And you just have to call me, and we serve in the area. If we could go over there, then they fine.
Thank you. All right.
Thank
Judith
you.
Santos, Veronica Carreras. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You have a lot to be proud of. Thank you, ladies. BronxWorks. All right, once again, thank you for coming to the show. And for more on Hippie, you guys can check out BronxWorks website by going to bronxworks.org. We'll be right back with Bobby C. and the Sports Roundup.